W chat. Tabaku. It's the Black Sheep Network with your boy Walter Black, the first black man by Zolala Ibuze. Ipido yam yo twala. You know what it is, man. Tabaku and shit. Kumdadi and shit. Black Sheep Radio, baby. We're back with another episode, man. This one is gonna be fire. And we're still running our top 5, man. Garden Road top 5 list. And Upita Mivuyo Basodwamele is still number 1, man. Let's open the show with that number 1 song in Garden Road, yo. yeah, welcome back, man. Yes, sir. That was Ubivuyo, DJ Lura, City Masono Amene, man. It's here for the second time, man. It's still number one on the charts, man. So make sure, man, if you are an artist from Guided Route, follow my page, which is Walter Black. Every time I drop there, you must mention your name. You also mention yours. Yeah, boy, and ask your people to vote for you so that you can be part of Black Sheep Radio. Okay, let's go to hot topics. Hot topics is shout out to Ed George, man. I want to talk about this. Over the weekend on Sunday, there was a big event that happened in George at the stadium, which is called Mascade Experience, man. It was super lit. Shout out to the event organizers and everybody that supported that event, man. We need to support each other, you know. And outside of that, there's one of the posts that I love the most, that came from Kebo Mutipi. He's a DJ also from a Guided Route, man. And then he wrote a post where he said there was a point whereby they wanted to quit the entertainment business in Guided Route. There was a point whereby they moved to seek an opportunity and recognition in Joburg. There was a point where they wanted to quit because they felt like they were not supported enough. But with surrounding they had, they listened and they put what they were advised into work. With the small support they had, they pushed and they pushed. These two knocked on many doors. 99.9% didn't even bother to open. Instead, they opened theirs. No one but many. A story of Saint and Pablo will forever be special to many of us, because each and every event they are put on as leading organizers, they grow, man. Yeah, that's big, man. Shout out to Saint and Pablo, man. Yeah, they're working super hard, And shout out to the push too, man, and all the young people that are pushing within the Guided Route, Okay, the second trending topic, Comrade Thabo Mvumvu wrote a status, man, on Facebook, which was today marks a proud moment for our community of Kwanongaba, as Mossel Bay Municipality has successfully secured 10 million to rebuild Barcelona Stadium that was previously affected by floods. Yeah, shout out to Thabo, man, and everybody that work towards that deal, man. You all know, man, how hard we want to have our own stadium. Yeah, well. So we're hoping, man, that 10 million won't go missing. But Kay will be around, man, to check it out. And Thabo will be coming to the show next week, man. So shout out to him and everybody who work on that. Okay, the last one. This one is from our mayor, Mr. Dirk Coetzee. He wrote 12th African Region Forum on Sustainable Development. As an executive mayor of Mossel Bay Municipality, I'm humbled to be able to share the successful and opportunities that Mossel Bay presents in the international partners at this global forum, man. Okay, our mayor is currently in Ethiopia representing South Africa, and that's big, And it's the same thing I've been saying to all the artists here. But in order to represent South Africa, in fact, you don't have to go to Joburg. You can represent it where you are. Look at our mayor did it also. So yeah. Okay, let's go to the second track. And then we introduce our guest for the day, Yes, sir. You're still listening to Black Sheep Radio with your boy Walter Blackman. That was Kalture, a city Amangweba featuring Igadela, Delani, and the Proud SA, yo. Okay, we here when we introduce our guest, man. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi, fun and you, man.
Yeah. I'm also good, man. Do you listen to black music?
Yeah. That's the music with the most beat. And the bass, that's the place to be.
Yeah. Yo, congratulations, man, over the weekend for what you did, yo. That was big and that was spectacular. Did you expect that much turnout when you were starting to plan the event?
No, not at all. Yes, I expected, an audience, but, this amount of people, it was spectacular.
Yeah.
It just shows you that the need and the interest of the people and the younger people in the community, what they want, So it was a blessing.
Yeah, it was also for us. Thank you to you, but you inspired a lot of kids. Like a lot of kids, they never said this happened before. Okay, just so you know, tell them who they're speaking to and the name of your event company.
Right, I'm Renier van Rooyen. I'm the organizer of the Eden Fest Spinning Edition, which took place on Saturday the 25th here in Kwanangaba. And also Risk SHEQ Solutions doing health and safety consultancy work. But it's been a long time dream to do the event in the industry or actually for the communities. So even though with that first piece you'd spoken about, Pablo, whereby you knock on doors and the doors don't want to open.
Yeah.
It's the same way. The people must never give up. The problem is that there is a 0.1% where one door will open at a time, and this was only phase one. The next phases will just be easier.
Yeah, but then let's talk about Eden first. How did the concept came about, and then also with doing this event, why did you choose Kwanangaba, not do it at the park, like all the previous ones, like they happened in Debug?
Okay, so Eden Fest is well, my slogan is uplift and create talent. So, with the Eden Fest concept was born out of a lot of events that I was, or am busy with, or actually part of managing and health and safety and event management side. And because I'm working very close to the community, with the community in the construction sector and so forth, there's a big black hole where you can see that there's nothing for the community, no big events, nothing for the people to look at. There must be something. And myself and my daughter actually, Mika, we thought about the Eden Fest, the music side, and then also on the spinning, the cultural thing on spinning came to mind, and it was just a no-brainer, and this weekend it was actually supposed to be the music side as well, but due to the funds from our Sport, Arts and Culture, I had to postpone it, but I did not want to let the community down and, just took a knock and do the spinning out of a pocket, at the end of the day, and bring it to the community. The thing is, I want the community to how can I say, feel that, the worthiness, and bring it to them, like I said, feel that, make them to feel that there's no color, like I told you before, our blood is red, and there's just a fence that I'm trying to break down at the end of the day. Nothing political or something, but there's still fences in our world. And if you do not take one step, then you have problems at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's like, take us through the organizing of this event, because I remember at first you had a date and then you postponed it. Like, just take us through the difficulties and the challenges you faced, like, while you were trying to organize the event.
Yeah, so the first date was last year, I think it was last year November, if I'm not mistaken. Due to sponsorships and so forth, like I said, doors closing, knocking on doors, closing. Once again, this year started with a lot of planning, focusing on sponsorships, spoken to the municipality for assistance, and at the end of the day, whereby the municipality assisted me with the speed fencing and, the grounds to be used and so forth. Now, to host an event like this, extreme sports, is, it's not something you can just go and do. There's a lot of things that must happen, like your risk assessments, your application process that must go through because of extreme sports. Public liability is not easy to obtain because it's a high-risk event. Your SAP grading from the South African Police Services major events, and also, like I said, there's never an I in team, it's a team effort. So I do not have, your team is actually just as best as your weakest link. So there wouldn't have been a spinning event if there wasn't guys like Rosetta and Gerald Singfontein, who was the original guys from the Bakker, which I drawn into the spinning side and tell them, listen, let's do it, And the rest is history.
Yeah, and the rest was history. Take us through the processes of getting these licenses, man, so that even the kid in the location who also want to see themselves like hosting an event of that magnitude, what they can do.
Right. So first of all, you must have your planning must be in place. You must know when it must be. You start actually with your dream. Your dream must be pinned down on paper. You must have goals, First of all, you must know where your money comes from. You can't host the event if you do not have the funds. It's really, really difficult to host a proper event without funding, because at the end of the day, if there's one thing missing, like let's say not enough security or not enough toilets, small things that can make or break your event. So you pin everything down what you need, and then you start with your application process. So your application process is within the Western Cape Collaborator System, where it's an online application. So you fill out that there's a lot of documentation that require which you need to generate to upload onto the system. You do your SAP's risk grading for low, medium or high risk event from the Western Cape major events, South African Police Services. Then you must have noise exemptions in place. You must have your fire disaster management in place, your emergencies. So there's a lot of things to look at the end of the day, waste management and so forth, and like I told you before now, your public liability. Should something go wrong, if you do not have public liability, you will end up in jail, because if somebody gets hurt or injured, you are the liable guy at the end of the day. So you must make sure that everything is in place before you continue to host an event. It's easy to do an event at your house. We all have braais and, everything at your house. It's actually in brackets, and we laugh about it, an event, But it's still all these garage parties that we have and so forth. There's always something that can go wrong. And at the end of the day, they will ask who's the owner of the house. And this at any event area is who's the owner of the house. So you take that responsibility fully onto your shoulders. Should something go wrong, you are the guy who will go to court, and can be prosecuted. And that's very important to get everything in place at the end of the day.
Yeah, man, 5,000 people, it could have been more.
Well, I think it was more, but to play it safe, I would say 5, but it can be much more people.
Yeah, but then there's 5,000 people on that, but then there was 0 fights, 0 incidents. How did you manage all of that?
Well, like I said, we had our people in place, our security, neighborhood watch. That's why it is very important for me to get the community involved in this event, and also the events, the upcoming events in Kwanangaba, because it doesn't help for me to get people like let's say the community policing forum, the CPF from Hartenbos or whoever, and come and assist me here, because I want the community to participate. And that's where you get the people involved from the community to assist you with the project or the event, to assist, because it's pride, that forms pride. I was part of this, and that's where it comes in, to make them, you enable them to exercise the power they have or the rights they have, to help and assist with security issues, with crowd control, cleaning services, and everything. Every service that was rendered there was from the community, and it was paid up for, Although the CPF is a voluntary job, but I really take my hat off for Shadrach and his team, for assisting us on the security side, medical wise, it was sponsored. They did it for free for us. And also the toilet facilities was sponsored from Bongani, Swartboy. So like I said, it was really a community-driven thing at the end of the day. And that is where everybody can actually get, the tap on the shoulder for this event which took place actually at the end of the day.
Yeah, man, shout out to everyone who was involved here. Okay, let's go to Esdolo Kancane and just play our Umofkado Impilo Emnandi featuring SK. That's a third track from our top 5, man. We're gonna come back with our guest so that we can talk about future plans and other events he's been involved in, man.
Let me change your life, Niktande. Ungagula mazo sizofika. Yezimpilo mnandi yasibiza. Nanga uwisa lichabe. Ibeka lifufani muye. Kijota usengwa mfila. Jona mwana batunga utira. Eyo. Kutware hamunadi. Rikwale mabaka show. Whatever Africa, kitwele mwana muteso. Masifika zoba mnandi, spile mnandi, yeah. Ngelu bambisanda sami, wena bambulame, Kutware hamunadi, rikwale mabaka show. Whatever Africa, kitwele mwana muteso. Masifika zoba mnandi, spile mnandi, yeah. Ngelu bambisanda sami, wena bambulame, let me change your life, Niktande. Ungagula mazo sizofika. Yezimpilo mnandi yasibiza. Nanga uwisa lichabe. Ibeka lifufani muye. Kijota usengwa mfila. Jona mwana batunga utira. Ematali woza siyambe. Let me change your life, Niktande. Ungagula mazo sizofika. Yezimpilo mnandi yasibiza. Nanga uwisa lichabe. Ibeka lifufani muye. Kijota usengwa mfila. Jona mwana batunga utira. Eyo.
I got you by my side. Know my everyday when I don't get the rights. You give me good vibes, so now when I all the time. For next time, come when I almost swear they were all the time. All I need is you. You make me feel right. You're so sensational. You make me come alive. So don't worry, it's time to sami. Bami sanja sami, it's time to like Mimnandi. Without you, so I'm really Mimnandi. Cause when you show me love, it goes like I'm a pagati.
Ematali woza siyambe. Let me change your life, Niktande. Ungagula mazo sizofika. Yezimpilo mnandi yasibiza. Nanga uwisa lichabe. Ibeka lifufani muye. Kijota usengwa mfila. Jona mwana batunga utira. Ematali woza siyambe. Let me change your life, Niktande. Ungagula mazo sizofika. Yezimpilo mnandi yasibiza. Nanga uwisa lichabe. Ibeka lifufani muye. Kijota usengwa mfila. Jona mwana batunga utira. Eyo.
Rubber bands, money in the rubber band. Switching lanes, jumping got me switching lanes. Complete pace. Now they wanna rap like this, now they wanna trap like this, now they wanna dab like, hey. Rubber bands, money in the rubber band. Switching lanes, jumping got me switching lanes. Complete pace. Now they wanna rap like this, now they wanna trap like. now they wanna dab like, hey. Rubber bands in the photo, ain't no time for taking photos. Funa nje ukwenza dojo, so that life ibem jojo. Ballin' like they winning lotto, man you upgrade to auto. Male extra nenza inhloko, way up then I get low. Neza ways ufuna isikolo, imvelo making some dodo, and yekizama zama oko. Ford laser with the focus, I'm a hustler, was a hustler, got some youngins funa fana na. People, pictures and just I'm flow harder than a mother papa. I'm the open act, I'm a showstopper. If you wanna pay, call my manager. Gotta understand, I'm no amateur. Head shop, jump corner. See you hating though, but I corner. No one let me poke all. Fukan pungi color rosa. Living the life of a boss like rubber bands, money in the rubber band. Switching lanes. German got me switching lanes. Complete pace. Now they wanna rap like this. Now they wanna trap like this. Now they wanna dab like, hey. Rubber bands, money in a rubber band. Switching lanes. German got me switching lanes. Complete pace. Now they wanna rap like this. Now they wanna trap like. Now they wanna dab like. Better watch out who running the town. Culture and young, we shutting it down. Blood in my hand and I'm sharpening it down. Hey, but they know that they're loving the sound. 10 years in the game, been underground. The cultures went in and I'm blowing right now. So you can play, but enough with my crown. The corner 8 boss, now it's time for a run. This is my team and we're having some fun. Flow like a Uzi Tibula get gun. Getting so high, the limit in the sky. My team is so legit, future is bright. Mali ngondwen, Zecheres as fuck as I game. Top shot yellow running the town. Triple C shutting it down. Press up, push up on the whole day. Get that dough, I'm grinding away. Biggest fake pellet location. Damn the phone, no tangy mention. That's okay, cause I drop it top. When you're a fool, no one else and flop. But I make a killing Joe when I drop. Spliffing and grinding all the way up. Cause I want rubber bands, money in the rubber band. Switching lanes. German got me switching lanes. Complete pace. Now they wanna rap like this. Now they wanna trap like this. Now they wanna dab like, hey. Rubber bands, money in a rubber band. Switching lanes. German got me switching lanes. Complete pace. Now they wanna rap like this. Now they wanna trap like. Now they wanna dab like, hey.
Yes sir. That was Ubofkado bele abalo sakile baleni besithi impilo emnandi, followed by UKC esithi rubber bands. Yeah, shout out to Casey, man. She's all the way from George. So that was track 3 and track 4, man. We only left with one track, yo. You're still listening to Black Sheep Radio with Walter Black. I'm still chilling here with my guest, the biggest man, yo. Yeah, you made a lot of people happy, man, in Guanongama, yo. Like, how did you feel about that, though?
You know, that was the best feeling I ever had. You know, I can't actually explain it. You know, to see the people's faces, the excitement, you know, the participation, you know, even with the setup of the track or the pitch, as they call it, you know, it was so special. The Friday when we started setting up the fencing and the tires and so forth, there was children, and I lost count how many children there was, you know, helping with the tires. Nobody asked them. They were just so excited to do it and to help. And that day made a difference, you know. So the difference doesn't come from one person. It comes from everybody. And that is where, you know, the changes come. Because at the end of the day, like I said, our blood is red. There's nothing else, you know. We're all the same. It's just the way we think, you know. But that little children who helped, rolling the tires for the people to pack, you know. And also that evening when we started to the Saturday to, you know, pack everything up, and they were there. They helped. Give them sweets and so forth, you know. It was just that feeling is so heart-filling, you know, and joyful that I could have, you know, we actually could have made a difference in people's lives. So my question to you is, how did you experience that?
Yeah. It was spectacular, man. It was spectacular. And the fact that I met you on a Friday. You look worried. And I was like, yeah, I know that feeling. You look worried and you look stressed, man. And when I see it, it just happened. It was like, it changed a lot of perspective also from my side, because we always like, people didn't want to support. But then one thing I realized was, no, man, people are tired of hearing you talk.
Yeah.
They just want you to do.
Yes.
Then they're gonna show up, because that's what happened, Because I see the post like before, like we post no like, nothing, but then when they saw the setup and everything, everybody pulled through, So like you bring back the faith in us, the hope in us, so that's why you forever, if any day you chose politics, I'm gonna endorse you, man, because like I said, a lot of men talk, but then few walk the talk. Yeah, few walk the talk.
It's very important, to stick with the rules of. I have a rule. My grandfather actually told me, you can't promise a child a sweet and not give it to him. And that's my words to hold on to for life. For 47 years now, I've been 46 years. Yeah, I'm not 47. Anyway, hold on to words that you don't promise something that you can't keep. Rather walk the walk. And if you can't produce now, you have obligation to produce when you say, okay, I'm going to postpone it, Make sure it happens, because the people is going to lose faith in you. And because like I said, I've been working with the community, the schools in the community here. They are my clients. I'm looking after the health and safety as well, So I have a close bond with everybody in the community. And it's not only because of clientele base, it's because of fights that I have with the powers with the powers to keep the place clean, help and assist to make this place more livable, because at the end of the day, like I said, it doesn't help we must break down the fence, and that's my motto. You break down the fence, and I think that was the first step.
Okay, man, what's the future? What's the future holds for Eden Fest, man? Is it gonna come back again, or is it gonna be annually? Like, what's happening?
So Eden Fest spinning is going to be biannually. I can't give you dates now, but it will happen later this year again. It's going to be huge, much bigger than we have now, or we had now. They will.
Is it still gonna be in Kwanongaba?
Yeah, there's no other place.
Oh, I thought maybe like just because this one is successful, you're gonna take it.
No. This is a place to be, because our infrastructure is 100%. It is for the community, and you bring the events to the community. You can't go and have a drifting event, for instance, in Hartenbos. It's not going to work. It's not for me. It's for the people. And that's why you do the event for the people at their houses. It's not necessary to drive. If you're under the influence, you will not, it's safer for the people at the end of the day. It's walking distances from the houses and so forth. So, the spinning will take place again this year. And then the Eden Fest Music Edition will also be hand in hand with the spinning later this year. So the plans are big. It's coming.
Okay, the music one, you gonna do it at the same venue, or you gonna?
Yes, it's gonna be here at soccer facilities here. But what's the street address? But Old Petra SA.
The Petra SA Stadium.
Yes. Both B and C field. So I'm looking about 16,000 people. I've already spoken to a lot of big artists, DJ Tira and Goldmax and so forth and so on. And then also all our local artists, because upliftment, and great talent. Food stalls, there will be kids zones, there's going to be a VIP section, a bar, it's going to be a family event. Also included on the A-field, soccer and rugby as well. And like I told you a long time ago, the whole concept Eden Fest is because there is also, like I told you now and previously, there's no events for our black and our colored community. And that is why I am doing that, is that fence that I want to break down, and it's going to be, the music is going to be annually, and the spinning is going to be twice a year.
And you're a good guy, man, for doing that, yo. You really are the good guy. And shout out to you for supporting us when we did the cleanup. Yeah. Shout out to you, man. We can't wait for that one, yo. Yeah, but please don't bring DJ Tira, man. Look for someone interesting.
There's quite a few guys. There's about 4 big headliners. And if I'm not mistaken, was about 15 local artists, and it's going to be a fully packed program from 10 o'clock in the morning until 12 o'clock at night, and that's going to be a 2-3 day event. And the spinning, it's going to be, I think it might be the Sunday or the Friday or the Saturday, the Sunday or the Saturday. I do not want to run it concurrently, at the same time. Okay. I want the audiences from the one side. If you buy tickets for the Eden Fest Music Edition, you will have your entrance fee for the spinning as well. So it's going to work both ways.
Do the spinning on the side.
Yeah.
They chill.
Because even the guys from Cape Town said, "Yes, are we going to do the spinning again, tomorrow again?" So we had people from Cape Town, Eastern Cape, locally in Mossel Bay. We had also people from the greater Mossel Bay. So unfortunately, there was a hold up with the approval of the application, and that's why it was a last minute go ahead for the people from Cape Town, for instance. But you've seen the trucks that came, with the double loading trucks with the cars, the orange cars and stuff like that. Those people drive right through from Cape Town, So we had about 40 vehicles, but easily, normally it's about just over 100 vehicles. So that's why I'm saying it's going to be bigger and better later this year.
Damn, man, make sure you don't miss that one out, yeah. Okay, let's go first. Kumbali Sonwabile, man. That's our 5th song, man. And then we again, we shout out to Umbali, man. We top 5 list yet.
So it's a bang.
Let's party tonight. Let's get the thing started tonight. Warm up your body. More dancing and less talking tonight. Anybody party?
When I party with the Bobby, yummy poppy, yummy lucky, yummy dancing. Royal top, everything, everybody. So why you mother, why you saying like a gun thing?
Clean and fresh to the party we step. Everybody happy and nobody upset. From the morning we party until sunset. When the music stop, everybody vex. Fresh and clean, mad and mean. If you wanna party, don't take a seat. Stand on your feet, bring the whole army. We come to enjoy and that's the big deal.
Step to the left, step to the right. Blinding light, sing your eyes. Do one more time, bad man, right. Tryna get shot right while you dance all night. Me that's in my name, me so physical. That's in my name, me so cynical. Got the messy, but me kept me cool. Finna test me, made it take 'em to school. Me that's in my name, me so physical. That's in my name, me so cynical. Got the messy, but me kept me cool. Finna test me, made it take 'em to school. We run to the light, we chase the light. Your vibe, my vibe, gon' feel my vibe. We run to the light, we chase the light. Your vibe, my vibe, gon' feel my vibe.
Come on, let's party tonight. Let's get the thing started tonight. Warm up your body. More dancing and less talking tonight. Anybody party?
Yes, sir. You're still listening to Black Sheep Radio, boy, with your boy Walter Black. That was Snow Party, a city party featuring R Kingdom. Yeah, we're still chilling with our guest, man. We are at the end of this show, also. Yeah. To a young kid, man, who's growing up, like who look up to you, like what advice would you give to them?
You know, yeah, that's a very good question. A lot of dreams of children are crushed, by, bullying. That's a big thing in the world, actually. It's the sickness of the world at this stage, is bullying, And also, this child want to be, for instance, a fireman, And then the other children in the class or wherever they are will laugh at him, If you have something in your mind, just put your mind to it and put it in your mind and go for it. No matter what people say about you or laugh at you, never ever let anybody take your dream away. You must live your dream. You must embrace that dream and develop it. If you feel you want to be a DJ or you want to, whatever there is, you must never let that go. And it's very important to keep your standards high. You must, if you drop your standards to somebody else's standards, then you are just as bad as other people, So, like I said, keep your dream, keep it in your mind, work towards it. Do not slack down. And do never, ever drop to a level of people who's pushing you down. And that is how you become successful in life. I've been from top to bottom to mid-level to wherever, but the thing is, if you do not have perseverance, you will never get where you're supposed to be, You can be 46 like I am, and there's always something short. Nobody's perfect in life. But never, ever, ever give up. If we give up, then there's nothing left in the society. Yeah. So we must just push through.
Yeah, man, and you're making history. Like, you're making history with the spinning thing. Like, it used to happen a long time ago, but then it stopped. Yeah, but then it stopped. And it's also with the event, like stadium, we all have that courage, but would love to host a stadium. Because the last time we had a stadium event, it was 2019.
Yes.
that was how, like, the last time we had
what event was that?
No, it was Bleedover. It was a Duke conflict. Yeah, it was Duke Festival. Yeah, Duke Festival. Okay. They called a guy called Umledo, the vocalist. Yeah, it was a big event. It was nice, man. And that was the last time.
The thing is, with like you said, there is a reason why certain events doesn't happen again and again and again. It's because of funding, and that's a problem. You can have the biggest plan, and I can show you the plans and everything that has been planned for the Edenfest music, the music side, the sponsorships. There's sponsorships, and I'm speaking out, there's companies within Kwanangaba, which is South African companies, and they will tell you, listen here, no, we do not sponsor, we have, vegetable gardens and soup kitchens, and my question to them was, show me, where's the gardens, show me, where's the soup kitchens, and they couldn't produce. But still, they expect the community to go and buy all their goods at that center. So that's a problem. It's funding, and if there is anybody who can assist with funding and support on the Edenfest, on the music side, it will be very helpful. And like I said, it is for the community at the end of the day, On the spinning side, there's going to be a very, very big price. I got a call over the weekend, I am not gonna tell anybody who it is, what it is, but it's something that everybody wants. It's something big, and it's going to be built up. So I'm not going to say much more about that. Also got some calls as well for something else that they want to be done in Albertina, but it's going to take flame. The heat is on.
Yeah. But shout out to you. But then also, like, I love the part you touch on about, like, the shops that are in the location. Like, what steps can we take? Like, or what would you say to people about supporting this business that they don't want to invest back in the community?
Say again?
Like, about this business that we support, but they do nothing, like, for the community. Like, what would you say to us as people? Like, because most of us, we don't feel like shops are supposed to, like, it's a must. They have to help within the community. The
thing is, if I can just put it bluntly, is the community go and spend all the hard-earned money at that specific shop. You know, and they just say, no, sorry, you know. I would rather say, listen, there's so many shops around the community, you know. And if it was me, you know, even though if I go to, I'm going to use just a hypothetical word, Spar, and, you know, they do not have the product that I want, and I keep on asking them, no, it's going to come, then I'm going to say, no, I'll also buy it at the garage, you know. You have the toilet paper at the garage, I'm going to buy the toilet paper at the garage. But now this big shop, that's yellow shop, you know, is branding with a yellow there, but they just don't want to budge, you know. But then you go to another one and they say, listen here, we are in. And, you know, so that's the problem that we have. We support the people that don't want to give back to the community. And, you know, I told them, actually last year already, because I had twice big conversations with them. I said, you know what, I will make sure that the community do not buy anymore because you don't want to give back, you're just taking the community's money. And I don't feel it's fair, you know. But yeah, I can't change the corporate business mind. But with all the big companies that I've spoken to, then it's budget constraints and this and that. But we all know that some companies are international. But like to answer your question, support local shops, you know, and keep the money within the people, you know. It doesn't help to give money back to big corporate companies. I don't think so. You know, we must support each other. If I am a baker and I bake bread, rather come and buy the freshly baked bread from me than from a place where the bread is there, but maybe they're standing there for 2 days, 3 days, you know, where you can buy it fresh. And that's where the thing comes in. Buy local, support local, and that's how we grow the community.
Tobago and shit, man. You heard it here first, Black Sheep Radio. Okay, we are at the end of this. Can you say Tobago and shit?
What again?
Tobago and shit.
Tobago shit.
And say your name, man, and where people they can get you if they want to find or anything.
Yes, it's Renier van Rooyen. Also, you can follow me on Facebook on Renier van Rooyen or Risk SHEQ Solutions, and also support our Eden Fest Facebook page. Everybody can get me there as well. You can just send a DM or get my number from Walter.
Tobago and shit, you heard it here first, man. W chat.